ways to kill, destroy and conquer by land, sea and air. But this year's event is a little different, given how easily it's been discovered that many of these companies have been supplying equipment to countries which used it against their own populations during the Arab Spring. Not a single manufacturer would give us an interview on this topic, but their last line of defence is that they were only doing what they thought was reasonable. Two British companies here have told us off camera that in 2007 and 2008 they were actually approached by the British government and asked to bid in competitive tenders to supply military and communications equipment to Libya. Their point is that it wasn't they who decided that Libya was a fit country to supply this equipment to, it was the government. The government, of course, backpedalled as fast as it could when the Arab Spring began, cancelling orders, trying to avoid looking embarrassed. All the same, the protesters outside Parliament, who weren't allowed into the arms fair, say it all demonstrates a military-industrial complex, a moral compass which has lost its bearings.
Colonel Gaddafi didn't just become an evil dictator after February. He's been an evil dictator for decades, and they've been continuing to sell arms to Libya. We know already that the tanks that were used in Bahrain probably came via Saudi Arabia, sold by the British to Saudi Arabia. So, you know, the government can tell us that they are being as careful as they like. The bottom line is that these weapons are getting to repressive regimes where it's not very surprising that they then get used against innocent civilians, and that's wrong.
Back at the arms fair, the most senior British Defence Minister arrived to reassure any nervous manufacturers that despite all this controversy, they need not worry about a lack of political backing.
A healthy and thriving defence and security sector supports more than our armed forces. It supports our foreign policy aims too. Defence and security exports play a key role in promoting our foreign policy objectives, building relationships and trust, sharing information and spreading values. These things cannot be measured in monetary terms and a balance sheet alone.
The defence industry likes to say it's there to support those who would protect us, though that argument falls apart fairly quickly in places like Algeria or Bahrain. Still, if the Transitional National Council in Tripoli wants some tanks, there's no lack of companies here ready to do business. Laurence, Al Jazeera, London.